Hello and welcome to another installment of Yana and Nick's Summer in Europe. We've just arrived in Aachen, having caught the train from Ghent, and we went straight into town to explore to make the most of the limited time that we have here.
Yeah, bread and sausage.
Looks so good. The area around the cathedral is really quaint and for some reason reminded me of Southern Europe rather than Germany. Maybe it's the cobblestones and the live music. So pretty! Aachen Cathedral is definitely the main attraction here. This church was initially built by Charlemagne and it's a pretty interesting mix of Roman, Gothic and Byzantine styles. It is definitely one of the most unique churches I've seen, and the mosaic in the outer circle area is really beautiful and worth seeing in person. We then made our way around the corner to the treasury, which is a sort of museum which houses a variety of religious artworks and artifacts. The most important pieces here include the bust of Charlemagne, which contains a fragment of his skull, and his arm. We ended up wandering around the town for the rest of the day, admiring pretty buildings and looking forward to eating sausages. And the next day we caught a bus to Monschau, a tiny town about 30 minutes away from Aachen and pretty close to the Belgian border. This town is pretty popular with domestic tourists for hiking in nature, but it's otherwise famous for having the largest amount of preserved medieval buildings all in one place.
Yeah, the car kind of ruins the vibes.
It looked like it was going to rain any minute, but I was seriously so over the moon about being here. I felt like it was in a Brothers Grimm fairy tale. There's a bunch of canals running through the center, and the views of the buildings on the banks just look so magical. And the whole town looked very well maintained, and there were so many beautiful details, and I just wanted to document every inch of it.
Oh, it's a train. Look at it.
The car looks like a train.
It's a little house in the... I'm in love with this place. It's so pretty.
Anyway, we ended up wandering around until we found this really cute cafe that's a bit outside the center area. I got the Monschau mustard soup and Nick got a schnitzel with local mushrooms. We then made our way towards the castle that overlooked the town. We may have underestimated the amount of steps that there was. It's a bit of a shame that we only had time for a day trip here. Otherwise I would have loved to take a longer hike, as the nature is really beautiful in this area. And there's not a lot of signage or information about this place, so we weren't too sure about exactly where we're going.
This is cute.
But the views of the town are really cool from up here, even if the castle isn't super accessible.
You can't tell if this is scaffolding to hold the remains of the castle together or for like a stage or something. Wonder what's up these stairs.
You get a better view of the town here. It's quite nice. There's the car park downstairs. It looks like the main part of it, which looks a bit more like a mansion, is now a hostel. And the outer area which you can access, it looks pretty destroyed, and it only has some basic safety reinforcements put in. So without much info, it felt like we were having a bit of an adventure discovering different areas of an abandoned place.
What does it say? Ah, maybe that's Video überwachen. Let's climb down all these stairs, shall we? It's warmed up quite a bit. It's kind of nice that we got two different aesthetics in one day, where it was very dark and gloomy and mysterious, and now it's nice and sunny and very quaint.
I've noticed this every everywhere in the world thinks that they have 4 seasons in one day.
Yep.
And back in town, it seemed like we missed the main square earlier, and the canal where all of the pictures online have been taken, including mine. And the next day it was time to head to Cologne, or Köln, if you're using the German pronunciation. Technically this was only our stopover, as we were only interested in seeing the cathedral that was right outside the main station.
Thanks for pointing at it.
And this cathedral is the 3rd tallest church, and the tallest twin-spired church in the world. It also took 6 centuries to build, which is insane. And trust me when I say that you need to see this in person. My camera definitely did not do this enough justice in conveying the sheer size and all of the details of this cathedral. The inside was quite beautiful too, but I think with the way that I was blown away by the outside, for some reason the inside felt smaller than what I was expecting.
Pretty small glasses. Scale. Maybe the church for scale.
After this quick stop, we headed back on the train to Hamburg, which will feature in the next video, so see you then.